And welcome to
back.
the Frequency
and Friends
with your
podcast.
boys, Joffrey Killer,
AKA
Matt,
and your boy Matt
Doofus.
Jackson and Joe
Doofus?
motherfucking cool.
We do not know why he said my name twice, but okay.
Well, I don't
And-
know. And Duddits. Duddits.
And we're here talking about
Joe Cool.
and we're queer.
We're here and we're queer.
We're out.
This is a great one for this.
I had to because
Because I know you were thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So we were on the same wavelength.
so.
So we're talking about
we were talking about two
Wong
Fu.
Thanks.
Thanks for everything.
Julia Newmar. And we should say there is actually not a
Wong Foo is just a thing for the movie.
We don't know who Wong Fu
There
is.
there wasn't a
We
Wong Fu.
we
There
don't
was-
know who Wong Fu
No.
is.
I don't think there was.
There wasn't a Wong Fu. It was just for the movie. Okay, so
It's a show, a movie.
it's a
no,
movie. It's about
drag queens.
going across country. And
Going across the country.
It is the first.
The craziest part is Joe's never seen it.
Yeah, until today. Until today.
That's crazy. I beat him.
Well,
to it.
they
I've seen it like 3 times.
it was what?
Still don't remember
It was
everything.
1995,
1995.
and it was a breakthrough movie for the queer.
LGBTQ.
Yeah, the LGBTQ.
Back in a time,
But we had a bunch of straight guys playing the main characters. But anyways,
more than 20 years ago.
I don't know if we're gonna we hit on too much of that straight guys playing gay roles, but maybe we should. Maybe they should add. Well, I don't know. The actors were perfect. So
well, it was the 90s, so
the actors were perfect. So I
Well,
don't
the
have no
acting
great.
was great.
RuPaul could have been
RuPaul could have been one.
the lead queen.
Yeah.
Well, RuPaul was in the movie.
I don't know.
Oh, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, she.
Or she was. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, but we'll get to that point because we
She
start
was.
off the movie with Patrick Swayze.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah,
Vita.
Patrick
Vita?
Swayze.
Nobody
Vita?
puts baby in a corner.
Wrong movie. Wrong movie.
Wrong movie, Joe.
Definitely wrong
Take
movie.
another hit.
I know. I had to.
No, it's fine.
It's Patrick
You have
Swayze.
to. You have to when you talk about Patrick Swayze.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that
who is a? Oh, you don't know that reference? Oh, that'll be another movie you're gonna watch.
What is that? What is that?
Dirty Dancing.
Flash.
Oh, I've seen
No,
Dirty
Dirty Dancing.
Dancing.
No,
I've
you're
seen-
right. Dirty Dancing.
Oh, never mind. I've
Oh my
seen it, but
God.
I don't remember that.
Teresa, you're gonna have to kick somebody's butt. No, I'm 20.
I seen it. Dirty Dancing. I seen
So he steps out of the shower and he's getting ready to be in a drag show. So is Wesley Snipes,
it.
who
That's right.
this is Wesley Snipes.
Vita.
This
La Vida Boheme.
Yes.
I think is what it is. Is her name.
no,
La Vida?
no, not
Vita?
Noxie is her name.
No,
Vita.
I'm saying not
Patch-
Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah, no, Patrick Swayze's Vita, and
Vita
then we have Wesley
Boheme.
Snipes. Oh yeah,
Which
And
I
then-
thought was a shocker in the movie. was Wesley
Noxema.
Snipes, so.
Wesley
Jackson.
Snipes.
Noxema?
Noxema
That's a
Jackson.
weird name. I know. I remember.
and then we got Chi-Chi,
Chi-Chi.
who is John.
John Leguizamo.
John.
Oh
Leguizamo.
yes, I totally forgot. John
Yes, he is in this movie.
He is the prettiest queen on the whole
I remember too.
fucking
He
movie.
was
Well-
the Mexican one because he
Yes.
is Mexican,
Well-
but still, that's like the way she talked was
Well, he's
great.
like Mexican
Like,
or Spanish,
Yes.
and
yeah, he's got Puerto Rican in him, I think. No, am I wrong?
something like that.
It's something like that. We ain't trying to get your
we
thing.
can look
messed up,
look
John,
that up
but
later if you want.
John Leguizamo's the best.
He's hysterical.
Oh,
Have you
he's
seen his
great.
special on
The Pest?
Netflix?
Have you seen The Pest?
I did a long time ago.
Oh, that's a good one. You haven't seen The Pest.
No.
See,
Oh.
I got so many movies you've never seen. Pest is a good movie. Oh my goodness gracious.
Which I think
really
he
wanna
played.
make
I
y'all
think
watch
he.
Human Centipede, but I will never be able to make it happen. So.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
I've seen South Park do it, and it was just gross just seeing South Park. do it.
anyways, we're getting off track. We're talking about the movie. Okay, anyway, so they're in a drag queen. They're in a contest in New York.
That's right. They enter a drag.
No, they're already in.
They're in.
the
They're
drag
competing in a drag
queen
world of
the-
New York
to
contest.
be the New York queen.
yes.
And so then they
Noxema,
Noxema and Vita.
Vita Boheme
both-
are in a competition with a bunch of other drag queens
Yes,
at a
and-
pageant.
one of them, or two of them. One was Bunny, who's a famous drag queen, and then a Coco Peru, who I love all love. She's great. Anyways, so all three of them are in the in the pageant.
Right.
So there's actual drag queens. in
Yeah,
this
there's
thing.
actual drag queens in this movie.
That's good to know.
Yes.
Good.
Um.
So at least we have some representation, and it's
Yeah, the
queens
pro-
that
and
are
then
working
we-
with
and then
the
we-
guys to
and then
be.
we-
And I appreciate
And then we did,
that.
and then we
you
have,
have
then,
to, I
then
mean,
we
I'm sorry.
enter RuPaul coming down, on a swing
right.
in
Can't get
a,
a bunch of girls to do it.
Right.
That wouldn't be right.
in a, Confederate flag dress, which
Oh
was
my
iconic.
Lord.
Yeah, was iconic.
Of course.
It was just like pretty much screw you.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Now, which girl did that one?
That's RuPaul.
That was RuPaul.
That was RuPaul coming down.
RuPaul
Yes.
was wearing the Confederate flag.
Yes.
That is a statement right
So-
there.
it is.
That's
So
a statement.
what happened is,
What had happened
so, so Vita and Noxema win. They tie for the contest.
That's right.
But it
They
turns out Noxema was actually Vita's drag.
Mother.
No, Vita, yeah, drag mother. So
Which
they
was
kind
the
of.
terminology on that? Like,
That's the terminology. Drag
I know
mother,
it was
yeah.
a drag mother though. In the
The
I forget.
drag mother. That's just like say if I was a drag queen and I take on apprentice.
Oh, okay. So okay,
Yeah,
prodigy.
prodigy,
Well,
yeah,
you,
so-
you would have a prodigy.
Well, yeah.
You would be the. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So they win tickets to fly to California for
LA.
the. Yeah,
Hollywood.
well, hello,
Los
it's
Angeles.
California. Same thing.
California.
To well, that's kind of important. So they win. They meet Chi-Chi. They meet Chi-Chi, the little Latin boy in drag or
The
dress.
Latin boy in the
dress. A little Latin boy in dress. Why is a little Latin boy in dress? Crazy?
They
and
always
they,
make the good ones, or cute ones.
they end up talking to her, and Vita decides that they all three of them need
Vita's
to go.
like, bitch.
She's, no, that's Noxema. And decide they were going to take her to the big pageant in California.
Yeah.
And they end up at a restaurant.
They sell their tickets.
No, well, that's getting there. We get to the restaurant.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and then they meet. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt,
John Jacob
who is played,
And that's
who
a
is
real
played.
His name is my name, too.
Oh, do they shout when you go out? Annoying. Okay, so Matt, do you know who played John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt?
I do not remember.
Joe, tell the man who played John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Oh, it
What
was
has
so good. Robin Williams.
Oh,
freaking
shit. It was a
See.
small part, but he worked
nailed
it.
it
And he
so
did.
hard.
But okay, so a little history.
It was so
Robin,
good.
Was this before or after Birdcage?
This before. Birdcage came out in '96.
I swear.
Okay, that's right.
I
Okay,
swear.
okay.
They gave him
That's probably
his
why they
name
gave
on
him
the
that role.
Script. They gave him his name on the script, and they were like, go into this restaurant at these tables and sit down with these
No.
ladies
Well,
and
no.
just be John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Okay, so actually, he had the script, sent it to Steven Spielberg, and Steven Spielberg had him play do the script to him on a flight, and he wanted to be in the movie, so that's how he got the part of the movie. He actually wanted. I read today that he wanted to be in the movie, but he didn't want to be the lead because he thought who they got for the lead was going to be good. So, but watch Birdcage.
Birdcage is definitely something else we're talking about because it's another movie Joe hasn't
Another
seen.
movie, yeah. So
What's this?
so they trade the tickets in for $1,000. Did he say?
2,000.
No, it was 1,000.
No, he was giving them two.
No, you gave him
He
1,000.
gave him 500 apiece.
I think so.
500 apiece.
So, anyways, and then he suggested to go to this car dealership, and drop his name, and
they could get a car for $50.
Yeah, $50. And so they go, and it was between a old convertible car, I don't remember what kind it was, or a
An
Toyota.
actual dependable car that looked like garbage, and then
thought
the other choice was a convertible car that looked really nice, but it was falling apart.
Yes. So they take that car because style.
Style over substance.
Yeah,
sure.
I remember that part too. I remember that part.
So they leave and they're driving.
I can just see John Leguizamo just doing his thing.
I know he's hysterical.
He's so good.
So good.
Everything he does. He did the clown and Spawn.
Oh yeah,
That's how good
yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
So didn't even know it.
So they're
People didn't know
driving.
that.
They do stop in Pennsylvania, to see where Vodita singer,
where
like,
Vita lives.
yeah, we grew up, and that was a moment. That was a moment they had, and then she decided that they were gonna go off the map.
Oh, let's talk about what happened.
Oh wait, when they stop,
She
at the
goes
house,
home.
Well, they stop in front of the
Right.
house.
They stop in front of the house.
Her
They
mom
park
walks
there.
out.
Her mom walks out. She looks at her mom. Her mom looks at her.
And her mom
And then she just
just turns away and
scuttlebutts back inside the house.
Yeah.
Scuttlebutt. Jim Cornette uses that word a lot.
So yeah, so that happened.
It's a great word.
So that's when they get up. She gets upset.
used it correctly.
Probably not.
Anyway, so that's when she decides to go.
Pretty scary.
That maps were cheating,
Very scary.
and they drive off. They go off the map.
Yeah, she ripped the map in 4 pieces.
Yep.
And threw it out. And she's like, maps are cheating. And she just drove.
Yep. Oh.
Kind of like that lifestyle, you know?
And then
Just
Chi
freedom to just go. you
then
know?
Chi gets all upset.
Oh, yeah, because they tell her she's not a drag queen. She's just a little Latin boy in
drags.
I remember that scene too.
And we do not have our papers because we wrote down the 4. There were 4
4
rules
rules
of becoming a
drag
drag queen.
queen.
One was
Yeah,
accepting the responsibility
Yeah.
of being a drag queen, and there was 3 others that
Not being afraid.
not being afraid. Was that part of one?
I think.
Or
I don't know.
okay.
I mean, it was a good one though.
Oh, it was-
not being afraid.
They were like 4 different rules, and they were
Yeah.
really fucking
So,
good.
They end up
Well,
getting,
look it up.
They
Internet. Yeah,
Internet.
internet.
I don't have my
I got
Well,
the internet. You got it faster. Bro.
Anyway, let's keep
Oh, I don't know if I
talking
can
while we're
find it.
looking it up.
I don't think I can find it. Okay, so they're driving. They get lost.
They
think,
did get
they,
lost.
They think they're in West Virginia.
Yeah.
They meet.
in West Virginia.
They
They
meet
said somebody
officer.
didn't have any teeth. Then they met, Noxema was like, the last person I saw only had like 3 teeth. I think we're in West Virginia. Or maybe it was Vita that said it. I don't know.
God,
but
that's fucked up. Dude.
it is so messed up.
They can go to California and find their teeth.
Yeah.
And then we were riding down the road, and they got lost. Like
Was you riding down the road?
Yep.
Are we
were
gonna have to
riding.
do this whole trip together?
Yeah.
We need one more person, right?
What?
Oh, I know the one person too.
Wait, what trip?
Our trip, our drag trip.
Did we? No, it's 3 people. We're good.
No, we can definitely add another one.
Well, why would we? Why,
She's really hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
The new girl that you
Yeah.
love. Really hot.
Anyway, so they
So,
meet Officer
Definitely
Officer.
hot. Well, we have to wear
Doolin?
drag the whole.
Dolan.
Dolan.
Did you do that?
Dolan. Dolan.
Couldn't do that.
Dolan. Dolan. Dolan.
Dolan.
Duggar.
What's it spelled? D-O-L-L-I-N?
Dongle.
Oh.
What's it spelled? D-O-L-L-I-N? That's Dolan.
No, it
I'm
was
not gonna look
D. UGG. No, DU something. And his badge was spelled wrong. That's
Yeah,
the
it's a misprint.
problem. It was a misprint.
Circle. Doggle.
Dogan.
Dogan. Dogan's
Anyway,
actually
so
a pretty cool name.
They say that they're career girls. They say they tell him that they're career girls.
They did tell him they
And
were
he's
career girls.
thinking,
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Well, he's
I think
Dollar.
he thought they were prostitutes.
yeah. That's what they.
Oh,
he thought
okay,
all
okay.
Working girls were
all right.
career girls.
Some of this terminology, I'm not gonna know.
You're fine. And
Definitely trying to do drag this October though, but it's not gonna be like typical drag.
So he
I gotta talk to Keith still.
pulled them over,
It's gonna be
and
freaky
he
shit.
pulled Vita out of the
Dope.
car and took him back, or took her back to his car. Is what I meant to say.
yeah.
And
YouTube channel.
And I like how you say and.
he roughed her up a little bit, and
Oh,
then he felt her up. He
Felt
tried
her up.
to reach up her dress.
Oh, which girl was this?
This was
Vita.
Which actor is that?
Patrick Swayze.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Get your hands off my dick!" And then he stopped him, and he kicked him off.
Yeah.
And then they
punched
fought-
him. Did you punch
punched him, pushed him, something,
Something, and he
and he
ended up
fell
on the
down on the concrete, on the asphalt,
fall down candy
and
house.
hit his face on the ground.
Bad.
And we thought he died.
They thought he died.
He was just unconscious.
I didn't
Yeah.
think he died.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
Then they ran away.
Crazy.
Vita ran away and got in the car.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And
they
then
get out of the
drove
car,
away.
Yeah.
and then they think he's dead, so they drove away. because they got out of the car first.
Yeah.
And then they drove away, and
That's
they
right.
ended up at a gas station.
Chi-Chi
or
was
gas,
the one who actually found out he was dead because she put
well,
her
she
fingers
said
on his pulse.
Well, no, she thought he was dead.
Yeah.
He was just out for a little bit.
Right.
And your pulse can go null and void.
He
for a
was-
minute.
No, I just think
He was well, Chi-Chi was dumb.
well,
It can stop for a minute and you can come back. I'm pretty sure anything's
No, he can.
possible.
Well, I mean, but I don't think Chi-Chi knew what she was doing.
Right.
No, of course. Chi-Chi was who again? Was that John?
John
That's
Leguizamo.
That's what I meant. That's John Leguizamo's character.
Yeah.
I knew that. I was just making sure. Because Chi-Chi is, that was my favorite girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's that Latino thing. I'm
so
gonna
they
shout
end
out
up at
Monica Rose.
a,
Monica
rest
Rose.
stop.
Shout out to Monica Rose.
They
the,
do.
The queen.
They end up at a rest stop. They go and take a shower and change their clothes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
Go
Chi-Chi
back into
decided
their
she was
drag.
going to get on the next.
Bus out of
I didn't know Steven Spielberg made the
that
movie.
town to go back to New York. She was like,
Steven
"Fuck you
Spielberg.
guys, I'm going home."
Yeah, I'm going to get on the next.
Greyhound back home.
No, well, man, she said.
Oh yeah,
Ride 'em all the way
She
home.
said, "I'm gonna go get on the next man and ride him all the way home." I forgot about that.
What
So,
girl was that?
That's
That
what
was
this
Chi-Chi, too.
Oh, that's my girl.
That's-
She's always got something cool to say. You know,
Yeah.
like that's John Leguizamo, man.
I love
The
him.
fuck?
Yeah,
So, dude, that's when Jason Brandon pulls up and takes them to the town. What was the town called? Remember what the town was called? Start with the S, I think. Anyways,
What?
they're in Nebraska.
Nebraska. Yeah, they were in Nebraska. They were in the middle of a country.
Saskatchewan.
And I can tell you what,
Saskatchewan.
that town looked like it was an old Wild West coal miners town.
Oh, cool. I remember that.
Gold
Good
Rush
shit, though.
style
I like
town.
shit
They
like
were
that.
living in
Western.
like weird.
And that's when they meet Stalker Channing's character.
Yes.
Oh, what was her name? She had a name too. Like an interesting name. I'm looking it up. Hold on. Stalker Channing, who is an icon of all Caroline,
Carol.
of all just everything she does.
Betty Joe, Bobby,
No, her name was Carol Ann.
Bobby something. Though.
Bobby Lee was her daughter.
Bobby Lee, but then Bobby what?
Bobby Joe is Jason Brandon.
Is it Bobby Joe?
Yeah.
It is Bobby Joe.
No, Bobby Ray. Sorry.
Bobby Ray. That's his name.
Yeah, come
Bobby Ray, the man who saves Knox. No.
Well, we haven't got
Chi-Chi.
to that part yet.
No.
We haven't got to that part. That's the next day. But they're at the
So
hotel.
we're in the town.
We're in
now.
the town.
Yeah, and that character lady.
Yeah.
That
Stalker-
character lady. I
Stalker
like how you
Channing,
put that.
who's been in everything,
Yeah.
is
Character lady.
awesome. She is a major ally.
Yes.
I love her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Anyways.
she was. They went in there.
That's Rizzo from Greece.
Yes. Oh shoot!
What, you just now realize that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Anyway, so the next morning, Stark Channing's character's husband
Yeah.
says it was going to be, so this is Saturday,
Yeah.
it's going to be Sunday when he can get the part to fix the car, because the car broke down.
Yeah.
That was another problem.
Monday. They told him it was going to be Monday.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You
And
said
it's-
Sunday.
Okay, whatever. So, anyway, so it turns out that, oh, crap, what happened next? So,
Vita.
Vita?
He talks to Vita and
Yeah.
tells them that their car, since their
Yeah.
car's
Oh,
broken
and then they
down,
meet those
it's going to be
guys.
all the way till Monday, and then
Yeah.
the kids come up, the young
Those
punk,
young punks.
young men,
Young
punk kids.
Yeah. And they're rude.
Yeah, they're very rude.
Were you a rude punk when you were coming up?
I was
Yes.
never rude to ladies. I was
Good.
actually respectful to women.
Yeah, because punk should never be disrespectful to the ladies.
Why are we focusing on Joe on that? Anyway,
Because he's a punk.
Joe's not a punk.
Yes, he is. He's a glam
Anyways,
punk.
back to
He's-
the movie part.
He's pop punk, man. I'm just playing. I'm joking. He is a punk.
Oh,
though.
they
Old school
did. They
punk.
did decide at that moment they were going to
I
have
got
to
your
stay
back,
there,
though.
so they decided they were going to go
Live at the hotel.
want to stay, fix up the room,
Decorate the room. That's
which
right.
was Wonder Woman
they
song,
very
theme song,
yes, Wonder Woman theme song. They very much
gated up.
gated up.
Is that
Yes,
proper way?
is that the proper way to say that?
Well, I mean, we're all LGBT
Made it-
here.
Is
They
this
made it fabulous.
is this politically correct? They made it very fabulous. It was
Yes.
beautiful.
We're LGBTQ.
Wesley Snipes, Patrick
we can say we
Swayze,
want
and
to.
John.
So they're sitting
Leguizamo
on the. At some point, they're sitting there.
walk into a bar.
just as women. They're sitting there on the porch, and the one woman was talking about everybody in town. And one of the women that we're talking about was a little woman who didn't talk. And
Yes,
everyone thought
the
that she didn't
little
speak.
woman.
But her husband, so-called husband, ran away with the film distributor lady because they
Right.
owned the theater.
They did own the theater.
And the little lady drops the picture, and Noxima goes and gets the picture, and I don't remember who the picture was. It was some famous actor.
Some famous actor dude.
And then she follows the little lady. Remember, she started the little lady started
Yeah.
running from her.
Yeah.
And
She couldn't hear her, but she saw her. And she
she heard her because she started running before she even saw her. And so Noxima followed. And then Vita at some point went upstairs and put spices in. Was it chili that she was making?
She was
Stock
making
Channing
some kind of soup or chili or
and it was
some kind of hot cooked
Yeah,
thing in
and,
a pot.
her husband doesn't like spices.
You're so high as hot. You're as high as a pot right now.
Yeah. And so dumped the spices. Vita realized Dr.
Yes.
Channing is being a battered housewife, I guess.
Yes.
And then Chi-Chi goes for a walk, and the guys that we were just talking about, the punks,
The rude guys.
they
The rude boys.
we didn't know
The
exactly
rude boys.
what their intentions were, but Jason,
They started being very rude to Chi-Chi.
well, it looked like they were gonna do some
they
harm.
looked like they were going to do some really bad shit to Chi-Chi.
Well, we gonna have to knock those fuckers out real quick.
Yeah, well, Jason, Brandon's character pulls up in a truck. and
Bobby Ray
Bobby Ray,
pulls up in his
his truck,
green truck.
green pickup
Green
truck.
Ford pickup
I
truck.
don't know if it was Ford, but it was a pickup truck.
And he's like,
Yeah.
and she's like, Chi-Chi's like, you're my knight in a shining green truck.
I could see John. I mean, I already saw the movie, but you know what I'm saying. I can picture it right now. The whole scene.
So at some point he had painted. Okay, so he just met her like not even 12 hours ago,
Right.
and he paints on this picture. The billboard originally says "Love Coke, love you a Coke," but it says "Love Chi-Chi." Like, how are you gonna fall in love so freaking quick? I mean, it's because it's a
less than
small
12
town.
hours.
Less than 12 hours. I mean, like
You've
maybe
never
a
met
week.
Another girl before, like,
Right, yeah, or something. So, but Chi-Chi thinks, oh, that's so sweet. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways.
What he doesn't know
you
is that she's not a woman.
they share two things. They share the same thing between the legs. Boinky, boinky.
So the whole time,
Noxima.
when they're actually getting to their women's side, I can't remember correctly, but they were all straight men, all of them.
When the actors are.
Well, no, I'm saying the actors are, but in the movie,
In the movie,
what were there?
are you talking about Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes and
Like all
Chi-Chi?
of them, yeah.
Well,
like-
they were gay.
All of those
In the
guys would have
movie.
been gay because what Vita and Noxima both said
Yeah.
was a queen
Uh-huh.
is a gay
Man,
man
with too much fashion
who with too much fashion sense is the whole point. Like, they dress up and dress fancy not because they like to dress in women's clothing, because that's a transvestite. A straight man that likes to dress in women's clothing is a transvestite.
A man.
A gay man who likes to
no, just a man that
a man that wears a
or
dress
has the surgery.
that has the surgery is
Yeah.
a transsexual.
Sexual. Yes. And remember, this is 95, so the terminology is a little different. Now.
Yeah, the terminology was weird.
And then
A man with
man-
too much, a gay man with too much fashion sense.
A gay man with too much fashion
is a drag queen.
sense is a
Actually, I
drag
think I just saw it. I just pulled it up a second ago.
and so they made the three
we've
things.
got a
So,
little bit of a drag queen in us, probably.
etiquette.
But yeah, like and subscribe.
Oh,
to
no,
Freakquency.
50%.
Oh yeah, we'll do that.
Like, comment, subscribe.
So what happened next?
Notification bell. Hit that.
Bam! Hit that motherfucker.
Comment.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want us to talk about. Anyway, what happened next? After Noxima...
Oh, okay.
Or
Well,
after Chi-Chi... Bobby Ray saved Chi-Chi.
yeah.
And then he painted the Coke sign.
Oh, then they
He
yeah.
just met her 12 hours ago, and he's already
Already in
proclaiming his love to this woman.
Sounds like somebody familiar.
Oh, you?
I'm having a deja vu moment.
Well, ain't
I've
me,
said
that's
that at
for
the same time right here.
sure.
recording, I think.
Oh yeah, you know, I had a deja vu.
Or no, I was listening to something or something. It's weird. Oh, man.
Um,
Wow, documentation of a
Okay,
deja
so they ended
vu.
up going into that. Was it a restaurant or a bar or whatever?
And you had deja vu in the car the other
Yeah,
day.
I did. So yeah, they go into that restaurant where the ladies of the town were getting ready for the strawberry
Vida
festival.
and Noxima and Chi-Chi all go into the restaurant where the women are getting ready for the strawberry festival.
Yes, and they were talking about stuff.
Yeah.
And
Then they said that
they're gonna have. They need to have
ladies' day,
a
or
girls' day,
a girls' day
out. And one woman from the town didn't know what that was. The other woman explained it's you do some volunteer work, go to the beauty shop, and
get your hair done.
and
then
then go shopping.
Shopping,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
And yeah,
Volunteer
that's
work
what it is.
plus-
So the
that's
volunteer
good.
work was that's what it was. Before that, the VO was trying to give them an idea of a theme. So it was red and wild.
Red and Wild.
Was it red and wild for
Berries.
the strawberry? Yeah,
Berry Festival. Red and Wild Berry
Festival. Strawberry Festival. Because it was strawberries. Where what they normally do is just sit there and eat strawberries.
Strawberry.
Or pies.
Pies. They all make strawberry pie.
Well, they used to have a hollering contest,
Hollering contest.
but they
that's right.
quit that.
Or scream real loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then they
never
decided.
explain what the hollering contest is.
Well, they stopped doing it, of course.
So I guess it is screaming out loud.
So that's when they decided to have a girls' day, and one of the women had a beauty parlor, so they go and get all hair
Get their hair
did,
did.
make it done,
And then
they go to
to
the
the clothes store.
where they meet the kid who
Who has a
stutter.
Stutter.
Yeah, and Noxima goes upstairs and she finds 70 clothes from the 70s.
I was trying to take
Oh.
a picture of my kid.
And
It's a
so
cool angle.
they get all dolled up
Yes.
and they walk
They get all
out
dolled up.
and have a little fashion show. That's when was that before? Oh, we forgot about that was
The young punks coming.
yeah, that was before though. That
Was it before
Yeah,
they
because they were
start
walking
changing
over there.
clothes?
Yeah, they were walking over there,
Were they walking over to change clothes?
or I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I rember, but
Was she dressed like her
I don't
street
think.
clothes
I
when
think
she
so.
grabbed him?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she was telling him he was another famous actor. I can't think of his name
Yeah.
offhand.
So the young punks come back,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Before we
and
get to that
and then
and they start trying to do bad
so
things.
the
with
lead punk,
Yeah.
Noxima grabs by
by his nads.
I think it was just the penis. I don't think it
Really?
was the whole package. And drags him over for him to apologize to the ladies.
Yeah.
And that's when after the fashion show happens, that's when he comes over and is polite to them.
Yes.
And so
Uh-huh.
Vita gave the kid with the stutter a book. I don't remember the name of the book.
To read?
Yeah, we don't have our notes.
No, we don't.
To read, in which he does, and he kind of loses the stutter.
He does a little bit while he's reading out loud to the book.
Yeah, because Vita, I think it was implied that Vita probably had a stutter at one point, but it was the book. I can't believe I don't remember what the book was. Anyways,
How to lose your stutter.
no, it was like a
Like, that is.
Paris book, like a book from France or something. It was just throw things, man.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, so should we fast forward some, I guess. We forgot about Noxima getting the old lady to talk because they both.
Noxima talked to the
The
old lady.
yeah.
She sat down on the chairs with her.
Yeah, they were talking about movie
They
stuff.
were talking about movie stuff. She talked about actors. They were naming all the actors.
Well, they were naming some actors in the movies that they were in. Mm-hmm. So, because if you look at when you look at
Noxima was having a hard time. So then the old lady was like, "This,"
Yeah.
and then Noxima just kept going, and then she got confused and she was like, "Wait, did you just talk?"
yeah,
But then she just kept going and going and going, and then she got confused again, and the lady did it again.
She did it on purpose to see what happened, and then the lady suggested another actress because Noxima wanted to be in a movie about
Yeah, one of them did want to be a movie star.
About this famous black actress.
Oh, yes. Doing her, like, autobiographical movie.
But that's Wesley Snipes, right?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes was Maxima.
Right. That boy looked crazy as hell in that window. I'm telling you, my son was playing VR right now.
All right, I'm going
And
to
he looks
focus.
wild as heck.
It's
like he's beating up something.
Noxema.
So Noxema bonds with her, which
Bonds
is so
with the
great.
old lady.
And I want to point out with that part, I can't believe I forgot that part. That was probably this whole movie was probably like just means a lot to me because just a lot of things. But that was probably the part where I liked the most because they were talking about movies, and since I love movies so much that it was a special part.
Right.
Anyways, that little old lady's famous too. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she has. Then we have, after that,
Well, we all at some point the husband of Stalker Channing came and got upset about the spices and
oh yeah, he
chili.
tasted the chili again.
Oh yeah,
the soup.
and then
And he got pissed off again.
yeah, and he
choked
chugged it on the floor.
Threw down the pot.
Yeah.
Threw down the pot on the floor.
Okay, so at
Splashing
some
chili all
point
over.
it gets evening time,
Yeah.
and
Ed.
Billy Ray,
Billy Ray.
Cyrus.
Bobby Ray.
Bobby Ray, sorry, Bobby Ray
Cyrus.
wanted to ask Chi-Chi out for the social. And
Party.
social
Billy,
media.
it was the Bobby Ray, and then
Ray, Billy Ray.
Bobby Lee.
Oh,
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
She's Stalker Channing's oldest, and has a crush on Bobby Ray.
Is
And
there a
got
song about Bobby Ray?
probably, and got all upset.
Bobby
And so anyway, so they go on a walk.
Yes.
Chi-Chi and Bobby Ray.
And he was like, or she was like, do you think you can keep secrets from the person you love?
I mean, that's a big secret.
Yeah. And he was like, no, I don't think anybody can keep secrets from the person they love.
Yeah, but she ends up letting him go. So yeah, and then they got Bobby Lee to watch the Ten Commandments and to watch what's her name that was in the movie, the Pharaohs.
Julie Newmar.
Yeah. Huh? No, Julia Newmar wasn't in that. Anyways,
Who was Elena?
I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, got her all fancy, looking all fancy in her little pink dress.
That's right.
And,
like Tinkerbell.
Bobby Ray.
Older version of Tinkerbell and the pink pretty.
Okay,
not green
Tinker.
dress.
I was
I
gonna
know.
say Tinkerbell doesn't wear pink.
Yeah.
But anyways, Bobby Ray
She is
sees her at the little dancing outside, and
Bobby
this was before. Okay, so backing up
Whoa.
because so Stalker Channing and her husband are having a domestic dispute where he was beating her
Again.
and this was before. Okay, so Vita, little Latin boy Chi-Chi, and Noxema were arguing. Crap, what were they arguing about? They were arguing about how Vita takes
wants
charge.
to save the world.
Yeah, save the world, and she's she's white, and then they're the black and the Mexican have to listen, and she gets all upset, and then she goes and decides she's gonna go help Stalker Channing,
Yeah.
and her wig comes off.
She's gonna beat up that
Yeah,
boy.
and her wig comes off, but that's kind of special because that just shows the man underneath the wig. And but anyway, so she turns around, puts the wig back up, goes up, beats the crap out of Stalker Channing's husband, kicks him out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like a very important part of the movie.
Right.
And so they go out, and then that's when we do the Bobby Ray.
Right.
And they were also getting a little lit, talking about getting rid of all the men.
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi. Well, this was while Chi-Chi was, this is after. Chi-Chi's on a date when I was talking about them getting lit, getting drunk, or drinking.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, what about Chi-Chi?
When she goes back and tells Bobby Ray she can't be with him.
Yeah,
After that.
Well, that was the whole
Yeah.
part, during that part. And, but then they just all Bobby Lee up, which her name was Roberta. Well, some old names. Because Eugene, his real name's Eugene. And and all this is going on, the crazy cop that they thought was dead was looking for him,
Chasing him. Saying that...
searching for him.
Searching
I wouldn't
for
say
him.
chasing.
Ha! Only going in places that gay people would hang out.
Yeah, well, yeah. He thought gay people would be at
Flower shops.
ballet,
Ballet classes.
antique
Antique
store. It was
stores.
like 9 different
Just
things in this list. It was
stupid shit.
crazy.
That's all fancy.
Racist, prejudice, redneck bullshit.
I know.
Yeah. A lot of that shit. That's gotta be.
But
like,
he ends up meeting Soccer Chain's husband in a bar. Oh, before that, he was in the bar and he was just going on. Men being women, women being with men, blah, 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 blah. And,
But the cops from the local
Oh, yeah,
cops,
this was
the
before that,
local
yeah.
PD
That
finds
found him.
all the new cops. Or the
state.
county cop, the state cop.
because he was a sheriff and they were
Passed out on the floor.
out on the road.
On the road, that's right. And they brought him back to the thing and they were
They were
questioning
making
him.
fun of him. Yeah.
And
So,
questioning, quote unquote, you can't see what I'm doing, but quote
Yeah.
unquote questioning
Yeah.
him.
It was
it was
funny.
2 fingers in the air
Yeah.
doing the bunny rabbit thing.
Yeah, so they were making fun of him. So he was like, I'm going to find them. And when you look up their dresses and it's not something that's up there.
You're not expecting up there. Something like that.
Yeah.
And it's not a gun
ugh.
or a
And
flashlight. It's a flashlight.
so anyway, so that was going on. That was like a side story going on.
Yeah.
But the next day,
The next day.
he shows up.
He shows up with the lady's husband.
Well, he kind of follows.
The record truck.
Yeah, but he so the cop or the sheriff has the shoe,
Yeah.
has Vita's shoe because she had left the shoe.
Yeah.
Forgot about that part. Well, he wants to know. Well, he wants the drag queens to come out.
So he
And
lifts
so-
the shoe up in the air. and
Yeah,
he's
and he's
The person whose shoes
this
this
belongs
is-
to. So you see this woman.
Call 'em out.
You see the 3 of them scared, and next thing you know, you see this woman or somebody in a red dress coming out, like a wedding dress. That would have been great. Anyways, coming out and lifts up the veil, and it's Stalker Channing, who looks gorgeous, and says that's her shoe. And then the whole town, everybody else, he's like, "This is not your shoe," and that's when we
my
see.
shoe.
Yeah, the whole town, the rest of the town comes out and says, "This is my shoe." Everybody.
It's like Cinderella.
Yeah, and so we go back to the bedroom and we see that
Even the old lady
queens-
claimed it was
oh,
her
you know,
shoe.
can I have my shoe? But so this is very important. Another very important part is that you see the ladies that are still in the room. They were hiding, but they see that the town was coming together to protect or defend these 3 people who they just met and basically fell in love with, and they're just protecting them. And then that's just so awesome how a community can
Stalker
do that.
Channing is what you were saying her name was?
Yeah, Stalker Channing. Yeah, love her.
She talks to Vita.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was after all that. But after all that, they have the
moment.
They had the Strawberry Festival,
The strawberry.
and they were all having fun. Okay, now you can tell the. Sorry.
So this is what the moment,
One of the moments, one of the many moments.
one of the many moments, but the moment I started actually crying here.
Yes, because you're a big baby.
Yeah, is Stalker Channing. She just is like so accepting. She's like, I don't care who. I don't think of you man. I don't think of you as a woman. I think of you as an angel. And
Oh
that-
yeah. Well, she said a whole bunch of other stuff before that, but yeah, that's important.
Yeah, and then it doesn't matter if you have an Adam's apple.
Yeah.
You know, I
have a female
saw you.
friend that
I
has an
noticed
Adam's-
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have I just happen to have, or I
Oh, you
have
need-
a female
also need to
friend who
back
just
up.
happens to have an
We
Adam's
need to
apple.
back to the room after they
To life.
where they noticed the town was sticking up for them. That each of them had a moment of clarity, I guess, or
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do better. I don't care what people think, kind of
Right.
thing. Like, it doesn't matter what these people think or
Yeah.
what people think. You
Yeah.
know, there's still good in the world.
All right.
There's definitely
And that
still
was
good
the
in world.
fourth rule. When you talk about
Yeah. That was and so
So the moral of the story is be good to each
yeah,
other.
pretty much.
That's
that's
our
that's
little
kind of thing, whole thing of the
inspirational
movie.
moment there. Is,
Yeah.
we gotta be good to each other.
But it just also shows how community can come together, because they were kind of apart as a community, small town.
I say it all the time.
punching your hand.
I talk about it, Matt.
Mhm.
Every time I talk about anything with you. What matters in life is the community that you're connected to.
Yep.
And that's what's going to get you through. And what we need to realize is everybody in this world, we're not
together.
competing. We're not keeping up with the Joneses. We're all in it together.
Yep.
And when we can realize that, we'll be unstoppable.
But just to think about it though, back in the 90s, 95, when they did the movie, how that one thing was put in that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, just how things are different.
It's like how the Coneheads was. Our first pod. I mean, you didn't think that movie was going to go deep until
Until you told us.
until I told you. Because that movie went deeper.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I watched it, I got something new out of it.
And we also
so-
talked about that,
Same thing
how,
with To Wong Foo. Like I
how
watched
it was probably
at
meant
least
to be
3
a
or 4
comedy,
times. Yeah.
but yet there was this very very deep
Much
meaning
more
behind it.
honest meaning and
Yeah,
truth
and it's just
there.
how
And it
what
was
matters.
there
it doesn't
the
matter
whole
who you
time.
are, you should be accepted.
Yeah.
That definitely goes back to like what I want y'all to watch. And since we're talking about Coneheads for a minute, like the Alien Nation series and the
series, yeah.
movies in
Yeah.
1988.
Yeah,
fucking great shit, and it
Yeah, I remember
teaches
that.
us
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah, it does.
about humanity and
That
how
could
we
be
should be
another
living.
thing
Yeah.
we'll talk about
Oh
sometime.
yeah,
So,
we're
yeah.
definitely doing Alien Nation.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. We'll do them
I
in order too.
yeah, I hadn't.
Dark Horizon,
Hey.
like all of them.
Yeah,
This is the Frequency and Friends podcast.
that's right.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Always.
Comment, tell us what you want to see. Subscribe.
Or here,
Follow.
because
Us on socials.
we give them a picture.
Hear us talk
You
about.
You can stalk me. It's okay.
What
We
you
give-
want us to watch
Yeah.
and talk about.
What? Leave yeah, that.
Leave a comment.
Yeah. And another thing,
It's late. Dennis is getting tired.
and another thing is, thanks Jim Cornette for all the inspiration that you've given me and making me do what I want to do. So that's another thing. I would all to Jim Cornette.
So the point of
Yes.
2,
Wong Foo.
Wong Foo.
Oh, we forgot about the ending. Oh, we forgot the very ending.
The very end.
The very ending when they get to Hollywood
He
because
gets
they got the car
Hollywood.
fixed.
Right,
Channing
yeah,
fixed the car.
so we
get to the
finish at the town.
We just
The
flashed
town
through.
sticks up for the ladies.
ladies. Yes, and then the car gets fixed from.
The car gets fixed, and we finally make it to California, Hollywood, Los Angeles.
Yes, where who wins the?
It's not even either of the two ones who won and got the chance to go to the drag pageant
it is
queen
Chi-Chi
tournament.
herself.
It is Chi-Chi herself.
And who crowns Chi-Chi?
Did they both crown Chi-Chi?
No.
Oh, Julie.
Newmar, who they said is the best Catwoman, but
Yeah.
or the only Catwoman, but I disagree. But anyways,
I liked Halle Berry. She was good.
well, Halle Berry
And the other girl.
Halle Berry
Michelle
was
Pfeiffer.
a problem
Oh,
of
Michelle
poor
Pfeiffer, yes,
writing.
Yeah, Michelle
yeah,
Pfeiffer. She
Halle
was
Berry
the
was
best.
product of poor writing. No, I love the I can't remember.
Is Halle
Let me
Berry
pull
as
her
a
up.
Bond woman?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, James Bond.
Get
No,
out of
I'm sorry.
here.
She's
Yeah.
still Storm to me.
Yeah.
Storm?
Oh yeah, Storm
I mean,
too.
God.
Oh, the only person you can get for Storm. Dang it, boy. Let me talk to you.
No, I
Let me
love
talk to
the
you.
actress that was in that played. I think she was either the second or the third Catwoman in the '60s Batman.
Okay.
Hold up, I'm
I
pulling
can't
her
remember
up.
her name straight off,
Um,
but I know Ramirez, something Ramirez. I can't say Richard because he was the Night Stalker.
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
Yes,
There was something Ramirez.
she did the voice of Yasma in The Emperor's New Groove.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
She,
know.
to me-
was that the old lady?
Yes.
Yasma?
Yes.
That's a
she,
good
to me,
voice.
she
God, good
was
voice actor.
She besides Michelle Pfeiffer, and
So she's probably a better voice actor.
and Zoe Kravitz, who I like right now. She was good Catwoman in her version, and then Michelle Pfeiffer for sure. But anyways, so that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Too
And
long, fool.
I've
You know
been
what I'm
saying all
Thanks for
day,
everything.
and we didn't want to get too much into this because whatever.
What? Really?
But
we can get too much into it.
if you want to use
I remember that.
LGBTQ in your
how back in the '90s they used straight people and
'Cause it was
play these
Shakespeare.
movies.
No Shakespeare.
no, that yeah,
And
but
they
I'm
draw
just
some
saying,
Shakespeare.
Now, how different it is now
yeah,
that we do have when we have LGBTQ characters, we
Right.
have people.
we have
playing
people
those.
to play those that
Yeah.
can be those LGBTQ people.
Yeah.
It's also the same for anything. So
Yeah,
I mean,
realism
even if
in
we
it.
have
Go
somebody
with
with
it.
Down syndrome,
yes,
Like,
use a
person
person
with
to
Down
play that character
Yeah.
who has that
Down syndrome,
thing.
or yeah,
Like
well, I mean, you say
Jamie,
Down syndrome,
like
but-
Jamie
or somebody with
Lynn.
autism.
Race,
Jamie
culture,
Lynn. Why would you
Alter-
not?
you know,
why would
whatever.
you not hire Jamie Lynn to do it? You know what I'm saying?
trans, whatever.
Well, they do now. Like Pose, the show Pose,
Yeah.
they had a lot of trans. Anyway, so I guess
I like that RuPaul's in it.
Has yeah, that's
in
dope.
what Pose?
And that's what I was saying.
RuPaul is, like,
That's
my
the
favorite
point I
place
wanted to
also.
make earlier. That if you're going to do it the way they did it
Uh-huh.
with John Leguizamo
Well, I
and
would
Wesley
say-
Snipes and Patrick Swayze,
I
then
say if they were
including
to- I think that's
RuPaul
what-
and
if they
all
did a
other
remake,
queens.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
an
definitely.
updated one or
Important.
whatever.
Well, of course, the main characters have to be famous people like Wesley Snipes and
Well, yeah, I mean, they wanted to
Swayze.
make-
I mean, goddamn, Patrick Swayze's like a good-looking man by himself, being a man.
Yeah.
You know,
That's Patrick Swayze.
and I'm not like big on Patrick Swayze. I'm just saying.
I just think
he's-
Wesley
yeah.
Snipes in it, playing the
Well,
drag queen.
that is
is
what threw
hysterical
me the fuck
in
off.
general.
Okay, I'm sorry,
hysterical.
Wesley Snipes, but that fucking threw me off. You being in it, okay, that made me like
No, I
some
thought it was
whole different
hysterical.
thing.
It's
That's
great.
hysterical.
That's
That
why
was
I
like-
asked the
that was
question.
after
were they
White
actually
Men Can't Jump.
were they actually
Or
drag
any of the
queens
others.
in the movie?
Yeah,
the
there was actually
characters
drag
were
queens.
actually
Yeah,
drag
the
queens.
background
Because Wesley
characters.
Snipes throws me for a loop. John Leguizamo, hell yeah, he could definitely could play that character. Obviously, that man's a genius. Wesley
Well,
Snipes.
he's very character actor.
Wesley Snipes, though.
Well, yeah,
Get
it
the
was
fuck outta
hysterical. I
here.
think that was a joke.
That was
And
great.
he was first credited. I didn't notice that, but if he was first credited, he was probably top to pay out of all the three main characters.
Probably so.
Wow.
John Leguizamo would have just took the fucking job there
Yeah.
because he's a fucking god.
Yeah.
In that.
But I think his
scenario.
character Chi-Chi was in something else. Like he did something with his stand-up or something with the character.
I could see that.
That
I could
makes
definitely
sense.
see that. Yeah, definitely
Like,
makes sense.
To promote his special on Netflix, where he talks about Latin America, how there's not a lot of Latin. That could be a whole nother thing. Latin America. I gotta pull that up because it was really good.
Yeah, definitely will always be like taking certain actors and talking about them. We can actually talk about anything on this show. We're just doing movies.
Bacon on bacon on bacon. I want bacon on bacon.
Should the next one be Bacon?
Bacon.
Well, if we're gonna do Fight Club. No way, he wasn't in Fight Club.
No.
When is Kevin Bacon's birthday? And maybe we'll do it just on his birthday.
That's a good question.
Maybe we'll just do bacon on bacon every time his birthday happens. Or if he's in a movie, we'll do one for the movie release or something.
If we're thinking about doing the
He
movie
is going to
that
be in a
has
movie
on
I'll have
him
to
in
look
it.
him up
Yeah,
in a minute,
exactly.
but I got to look up.
We can always do that
do
too.
bacon
His
on
bacon
bacon.
on bacon.
Bacon
I was
on bacon,
thinking
bacon.
about like his birthday and stuff. What if his birthday's like coming up?
It might be.
I mean, you know,
Well,
definitely need to
Has
get some
this
Nicolas
been
Cage some movies. You know what
the
I'm saying?
Frequency and Friend podcast.
I don't know. Do we have
Yes,
something
yes.
else to say?
I think I'm good. I can't find the special, but yeah, John Leguizamo. I forget. He was in Super Mario Bros.
He was. That's what I was
Yep.
gonna say.
And
too,
he played
yeah.
a great Luigi.
He did do a great
He did
Luigi.
good.
That movie gets fucking bamboozled with hate, and I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it.
honestly-
Okay, John Leguizamo's Latin History for Morons. That is the special he did.
Nice.
Yes, on Netflix.
Oh.
It is great. It made me
love it.
realize a lot of stuff that for the Latin Americans, they really don't have a lot of history that's decent or good. I mean, but they're out there. But anyways, watch that. He's funny.
Yes, definitely. We like to promote anything and everything.
So,
We are
I
the
think we're good.
Frequency Podcast
Yep.
and Friends.
Frequency and Friends.
I know, I
podcast.
messed it up. Butchered.
And this
Whatever.
has been
This is
Two-
The Frequency. Well,
Two
Two
guys.
Wong Foo.
Wong Foo.
Oh, thanks for everything,
Thanks for everything.
Julie Newmar.
Signed. Julie Newmar.
Yes.
Which is a ridiculous long title. but
Which,
you
by
know.
the way, she said in a article somewhere, she's like, I don't know who the freaking Wong Foo is, and why am I signing for him? Anyways.
That has been the Frequency and
Friends
Friends podcast,
With
and
your
we're
boys.
out like
Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
No. Mario? No. Wait, is it my turn? Yeah, Donkey Kong. Out like Donkey Kong.
we're out like
Oh, yeah.
Donkey Kong.
I don't like Donkey Kong, y'all.
Love, peace, and
Chicken
chicken grease.
Oh, love y'all like white on rice.
Boy.